Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Eva Spirit Tarot. This is going to be your September reading 2020, your shadow work. I was recently guided by Spirit to start this particular series, your shadow work, for all of the signs as a way to help us in our ascension process and to generally become the best versions of ourselves. Spirit told me that when we become consciously aware of what we're vibrating out, then it helps us to become more empowered to make the changes we need to in order to manifest what we want. So becoming aware of these subconscious energies within you is going to be really helpful. So that is the intention there. I am a channel, and as such I channel lots of different collectives, beings, energies through the different decks here, as well as through the stones and crystals. If you see cards flying around, things like that, it's just a result of a lot of energy in this space here. It's perfectly normal. If I pause during the video, it's just me tuning into energy, so I thank you for your patience. Any additional information will be down below with regards to things like decks I use, how to contact me, etc. So, thank you very much, and let's get started. Okay, so Scorpio. Shadow work for Scorpio. Okay. This deck wants to come first. Let's see, messages. Scorpio. Shadow work. Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, let's split the deck. This one, okay, Scorpio. Okay, they're saying I might want to pull clarifiers on just these two. Okay, thank you. All right, first card came out. We have the Seven of Summer. And it says, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Okay, so what I get from that straight away is the need for you to be brave. Okay, so if there's a need for you to be brave, it means that there's fear residing in you. So they're saying stuck energy. Something is not able to move forward because of fear, and there's a need for you to... Spirit is not advising you to try and find a way to go around this. Spirit is advising you to face it head on, almost like they're showing me sort of like a bull just sort of charging ahead, going for it, being brave and facing that which you're afraid of, because you need to go through it. That now they're saying the only way out is through. So to get to the thing that you want, you have to go through and you have to face the fear. Okay, they're showing me something about the rainbow here. Just a moment, please. I'll tune in. So it's almost as if this... so what I'm feeling from this rainbow is bliss, actually, complete joy, contentment, bliss, doing what you love, satisfaction, contentment. Yeah, contentment. Really strong contentment with where you are, with who you are, and what you're doing. And they're saying that that's what's there for you, but you need to be brave to go through whatever's in the way of that, of allowing you to really embrace that feeling in order to get there. Okay, second card we've got is Justice. And it says, take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Okay, so what they're highlighting for me in this card is the idea of making a decision. Making a decision about something, but once you have made, and you can certainly make some time to weigh things up, but once you've made a decision about going forward with something and facing something, then you just need to do it, because there's this sense of hesitating or going a bit back and forth with things. I'm almost seeing kind of allowing yourself to be distracted from doing what you know you need to do. For some of you, I'm actually getting to break up with somebody, if I'm being really honest. Yeah, to break up with somebody, knowing you need to do this, you need to face this, because you're not going to be able to move into that new space of bliss and contentment if you don't, end what you need to end. Okay, not all of you, of course, but some of you, I'm getting that you've been thinking about breaking up with somebody, and you need to do it, right? That you kind of know already. So whatever it is that you need to face, you know as individuals what it is that you need to do. But let me see what else I can pick up. Just a moment. Okay, some of you, I'm getting something about traveling or moving somewhere. Some of you could be involved in some sort of long distance connection, and it's about being brave enough to make the decision to sort of allow it to become something more tangible. So perhaps I'm seeing some of you, or someone going to visit somebody to really sort of see what this connection is and see if it could really be something. So yeah, it's like you have to go through the fear and the discomfort in order to get to that contentment and that bliss. Let me see what else. Okay, for some of you, I'm also getting facing a fear of public speaking. Okay, so some of you, this could be related to your work, for example, that you've been asked or you are required to make some kind of presentation that you've never done before, or for some of you, they're saying it's a topic that you feel you are not quite experienced in, or not quite, you don't know that much about it, right? So informed, you're not that informed about it. So they're saying that it's not so much about what's underneath that fear, is actually just that you're afraid of speaking in general. You're afraid of making a fool of yourself. So it's just lack of confidence. But they're saying that regardless of whether you know things or you don't know things, regardless of whether it's going to work out or not, the whole thing of facing it and going instead of turning away from the things that scare you, going toward it is going to open up a well of energy inside of you that will allow a lot of bliss and contentment. So it's kind of interesting to sort of realize that a lot of the times, in order to really access that well of well-being, that's there inside all of us, we have to go toward our fears rather than turning away from them, which is the whole essence of shadow work in and of itself. Okay, so let's clarify what this decade was calling next. The Seven of Summer. Okay. So this there's this feeling of you need to be brave. You're worried about something. There's a fear of doing something. Something you haven't done before. Or some of you are saying, I've done it before, but it always feels different. It's never the same each time you do it. So it feels like the first time every time. Okay. Scorpio, please. Clarify Seven of Summer, Scorpio. Okay, this. Okay. Clarify Justice. Okay, that came out quickly. All right. So to clarify the Seven of Summer, remember the rainbow card, we have Page of Pentacles. Okay, so let me tune in. Yeah, so what I'm getting from this is that there's something new on the horizon for you, and it's almost like a new way of being, and a new way of being, a new way of existing, and life opening up to you, especially in terms of sort of the material world. So whatever this bliss and contentment is, it's really sort of related to how you live or where you live, tangible things, not just emotions and feelings, mindsets and things like that. I mean, it's very tangible. And it's something that you've been thinking of and dreaming of, and they're saying you've been creating it. You have been creating this new beginning for yourself over here, actually, for quite some time now. And to clarify the Justice card, which is about making that decision, right? You have the Nine of Cups, okay, which is emotional fulfillment. So they're just confirming that what lies ahead is emotional satisfaction. So they're wanting you to know that you don't let the initial fear or the initial discomfort, or they're saying the reactions of other people to discourage you, because what you get ahead, beyond having to make this uncomfortable change, they're showing me the Tower now as well in my mind's eye, is going to lead to emotional satisfaction and emotional fulfillment. Okay, that's what I got from that. So now I want to tune in a little bit more, because this is a shadow work reading into this this fear, and you need to be brave, and there's a fear there. I want to know more about that. Tell me about this fear for Scorpio. You need to be brave. Okay, they're saying vulnerability. It's going to require you to be very vulnerable, and to own your own truth. Own your truth. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, okay. Tell me about this this fear. This need to be brave. Wow, okay. Thank you. Okay, these are together. Oh, there's a lot of cards. So I can read this as one energy. I'm just grouping the cards. A lot came out. Okay, this is clarifying. Okay, they're saying this is clarifying, and they're saying these are separate cards. Okay, let's just put them here. Okay, so they're saying this is like a to what you're going toward. All right, understood. Okay, first card you've got is the Fool. Okay, this is about taking that leap of faith, and it's sort of like they're saying feel the fear and do it anyway. Though traditionally this energy of the Fool isn't really fearful, but this is an intuitive reading, and this is about your shadow work. So they're saying about putting your faith in the universe and taking that leap of faith. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Whatever situation you're going through, and what I'm saying to you about something needing to change, something needing to end, something that just doesn't fit for you anymore, it's not working. You sort of, you know, I'm also hearing like you don't want to let people down as well. But you need to face directly that which frightens you, and that which, you know, makes you very nervous as well, and trust that it's going to take you to better places. Okay, and then next we've got the King of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing from this energy here, they're saying that through this experience, you will grow in emotional intelligence, and as a result as well, you'll be able to look back and see and reflect and see why these things needed to happen in the way they did. You know, sometimes when we have to go through difficult challenges, we sort of we do it, but we sometimes do it with a bad attitude. But having overcome it, and we look back and we think, you know, it was really good that I did that. That was really good for me and really good for my growth. And that is the emotional intelligence, or they're saying the emotional wisdom that comes in sort of realizing, which they're saying now is going to really shift your perspective in general. Realizing that you know, go toward fear, go toward the things that you're afraid of, rather than running away from them all the time. And that would be an important lesson for you in your life in general. And to clarify that, we have the Two of Pentacles. So let me see what the message is here, just a moment. So they're saying about learning to live in harmony with duality, understanding that life is full of positive spirit experiences as well as negative experiences. It's both, and we need both in order to continue to evolve. And they're saying the emotional intelligence is also about the and emotional wisdom is about the acceptance of this, and accepting that, you know what, I'm never going to get out of challenges in life, because challenges are a part of life, but I can certainly build myself up in many different ways to be able to deal with them in an efficient way, and in an authentic way as well. Okay, next we've got a collection of cards here. So what is this energy? Just a moment. Oh, they're saying this is someone else. Okay, so they're saying that this is the energy of the other person or the situation that you have been fearful of facing directly. And you have the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Hierophant. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in. One moment, please. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is to do with some kind of relationship, or at least something that you have been very emotionally invested in, and you are very entwined or connected with. So it could be a relationship, but it could also just be something that you're very committed to as well. You've invested a lot. You've put a lot of time into it as well. And oh, interesting. Okay. So what they're saying to me is that there's also what's in your subconscious as well that you need to look at and really be honest with yourself if that's there, because they're saying for some of you it is that there is a feeling of actually not there's a part of you that doesn't want to let go actually that doesn't want to end it, whatever it is, to go toward this contentment and bliss, because you feel that, you know what, I've put so much into this that it's almost like a sort of stubbornness, like, no, I'm not gonna let this go, like I refuse, you know, rather than, because I've invested so much into it, and they're also saying a lot's at stake, and what kind of person would I be if I would just walk away from that? What does that make me? I don't see myself as that kind of person, you know. I stick things out and I follow through, and I'm this and I'm that. So this situation of you making that decision to let something go, or to face something so that you can let the fear go, is sort of actually quite deep. It's questioning your identity of how you see yourself. So again, that's something that might shift as well in terms of the emotional wisdom that comes as a result of going through this experience. It might change the way that you view yourself and therefore view other people. So you sort of see how it all connects in terms of your view of self, of life, and of relationships. But the end result that we get here is the Two of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, so a very positive energy here. I'm just going to tune in and see what message they have for you about these cards. Okay, so they're saying someone who is stronger, someone who is more self-assured, somebody who is wiser, somebody who has more compassion and understanding, somebody who has a broader perspective. So in going through this experience, that's what you will experience at the end of it after coming out, especially the broader perspective part that I just mentioned. Okay, so to wrap it up, the shadow work for you that Spirit is indicating for this month is about acknowledging the situation in your life, about something that you have been hesitant to do or avoiding due to fear, and there's a need for you to be brave with it. And what you find beyond that is they're saying triumph and victory regardless of the outcome of that particular thing. It's about the fact that you faced it, and realizing that what you gain in the end is going to be so worth it. The emotional wisdom, intelligence, broader view, broader perspective, but it's going to require you to have to let go of, or change the way that you see things, and it's actually going to make you a little bit more flexible in terms of and they're saying lenient in terms of how you view things, but they're saying that that's okay. It's a part of life, you know. Of course we want to have conviction in our morals and our principles and sort of how we do things in life, but sort of also understanding that we're constantly evolving, and it's okay that these things change, you know, over the course of our life. Just be honest with yourself and be authentic, you know. It's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to change things as well. Just don't be hard on yourself about that, and having compassion for yourself with these things will allow you to have compassion for others as well. Okay, Scorpio, so that's your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.